into the ring of the Five of Wands, where conflict and competitions collide. In this dynamic card, five figures brandish wands in a chaotic dance of struggle and strife. Explore the battleground of ambition and rivalry as we unravel the hidden message of this tarot archetype. Join me on a journey through conflict, competition, and power of overcoming challenges in the Five of Wands. Are you ready to embrace the fire within and conquer the challenges ahead? Hello and welcome everyone to Tarot Your Ways, intuitive, interactive tarot journaling.
Hello.
Today is my guest. I have Hershe and Jeff from Tarot Ask Backwards. And how is everyone doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm cold.
Splendid.
And Jeff just recently had a birthday. Happy birthday, Jeff.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy
It was a productive week of writing and meditating and working.
So today we've got the Five of Wands, and so it is our first kind of challenging card of the Wand suit. It's a conflicts and struggle, and but it does ignite the passions when you have to fight for something and stand up for what you believe in. Have you had any Five of Wands moments this week?
Yeah, but I've been subduing them. I mean, I think the energy this week was a little bit wonky. Not in the beginning of the week, but toward the end, where I wanted to say a lot of stuff. But with the Five of Wands, when I'm always thinking about it, I'm always thinking that the greater thing about it is the motivation to get a goal whenever it's wands and fire. So when I look at this and then I look at the swords, I always sometimes have trouble differentiating them, especially the fact that in the swords everyone walks off from the dude who's remaining. You know, you can have all the swords, but for me, what I'm trying to say is within the course of this week there are times I did want to confront somebody, but I don't think this Five of Wands card is always about confrontation. It's about a battle of different people with different goals. And then the like I think of the Five of Swords more. So I'm hoping you guys can touch on that as something relevant, because I think it's like competing goals, but a different goal for each person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the Five of Wands card is everybody has their own mindset on how to get a job done, and they're just fighting to make their voice heard and trying to get the job accomplished the way they see it. Whereas in the Five of Swords, somebody played an unfair game and everybody's walking away without their swords. And, you know, it was something underhanded about the Swords card instead of passions arising from the Five of Wands. Those are beautiful.
I love those cards. I love the Valentina Tarot so much, you guys.
And then we have the traditional. Okay, let's same thing, Suit of Wands. It's you know, all the wands have these characteristics. And just to remind you what the energy of the wand suit is, we'll go through that video. The Suit of Wands in the Tarot. The Suit of Wands is associated with the element of fire, representing action, creativity, and passion. Here are some of the characteristics commonly associated with the Suit of Wands. Action and initiative. Wands are often linked with taking action, initiating projects, and moving forward with energy and determination. Creativity. This suit embodies creativity, originality, and innovation. It's about expressing oneself authentically and exploring new ideas. Passion and enthusiasm. Wands represent fervor, zeal, and excitement. They signify a strong sense of purpose and enthusiasm for life. Inspiration. Wands are associated with inspiration and the spark of new ideas. They encourage exploration and growth. Courage. This suit symbolizes courage, boldness, and taking risks. It suggests being unafraid to pursue one's dreams and aspirations. Energy and vitality. Wands signify vitality, energy, and drive. They represent a zest for life and the willingness to tackle challenges head on. Adventure and exploration. Wands are linked with adventure, exploration, and the seeking of new experiences. They encourage stepping outside of one's comfort zone and embracing the unknown. Leadership. Wands represent leadership qualities, confidence, and the ability to inspire others. They suggest taking charge of a situation and guiding others towards a common goal. Impulsiveness. On the negative side, wands can sometimes indicate impulsiveness, recklessness, or a lack of planning. They caution against acting too hastily without considering the consequences. Overall, the suit of wands embodies the dynamic, energetic, and passionate aspects of human nature, encouraging us to embrace our creativity, take action, and pursue our goals with enthusiasm. So those are the common things that all the wands cards carry throughout the suit. And Care Bear, thanks for coming in. Ramon, B, hello. Welcome. This is just a refresher. I know that you all know your tarot well, but um, I've been pleasantly surprised that while putting these things together, I'm learning or relearning something that I forgot many years ago. So it is not an exercise in futility for me. It is definitely of value. And Jeff, since you've started your tarot and Lenormand career, have you had lulls where you put it down and then you pick it up again and you feel you have to relearn a little bit?
Yes, especially when I draw a blank on a card, which I know Hershe's seen me do, and I know a lot of people have seen me do. And when I do, it's never the same card. So I'm always constantly having to brush up on it, or I'm always having to go back to the image in the Rider-Waite to really get the meaning of it, especially if it's a different deck from that. Like just with the wands, too, like right now, you made a valid point about the swords being about underhandedness in a lot of ways, or trickery or deceit, whereas maybe, or more about the individual. I'm just wondering if you feel that the swords can be more about individual growth versus like sometimes the wands and motivation can be something because of fire spreading that has to do more with the collective and a group atmosphere or a tribe than it would the individual.
I would say that's a
Because an
very
ideas can,
accurate
yeah,
insight. That the swords are more personal to the individual, where the wands are you can get caught up in the fire of the creativity and differences of opinion and discord uh, brings out passion in a person.
so yes, okay, all right.
And don't doubt your knowledge and your intuitive hits, because the other night when we were doing tarot pairs, there was a lot of very astute um, references that you made while you were
Oh,
interpreting of
you're too
all the
kind.
different combinations. Oh no, I learn from everyone, and I thank you for your take on things. Does our dictionary with Bill Butler have anything about our Five of Wands card, Hershey?
It does, but not like the majors. So, all right, here's what I have noticed. I definitely need a better book. So, I'm hunting out a book. Anyway, here's what I know so far. I keep gathering books to look for shit, and I'm not finding the shit I'm looking for. So, what I can tell you is that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 definitions for this card.
Holy.
So I'm trying. I'm literally, that's why you guys see me running around here. What I can tell you is that this card is about law, a lawyer tribunal, legal proceedings, completion, obligation to a financial situation, a quarrel, a strife, also a completion, a contradiction, a mystical power that radiates from the earth.
See, I
I
didn't
don't know
know
which one
this.
I'm reading here. I'm looking, so just have faith. Keep talking.
Okay.
I will.
Now I'm like,
Okay.
oh my God. See, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're here to learn together.
Yeah.
Yep. Just give me a few.
So I will show the video of the keywords for both upright and reversals. And again, we have 20 of each. So there's quite a few um, that if you don't have them already in your journal, you might want to add
I'm going to
the
add
ones
them.
that hit
Keywords
for
for
you.
the Five of Wands: upright, conflict, competition, struggle, chaos, ambition, challenge, rivalry, clash, disagreement, effort, action, diversity, energy, tension, debate. Keywords for the Five of Wands reversed: resolution, harmony, cooperation, compromise, peace, truce, agreement, reconciliation, collaboration, understanding, avoidance, release, letting go, inner conflict, acceptance. So I owe you 5 of each. I said 20 and there's only 15. But when you look at the reversal keywords, you want this card to show up in general in reverse for you, and it works more to the positive aspects of the energy of the Five of Wands, where you get agreement and um, cooperation from others instead of the blowback.
Yeah, I noticed that actually after you said it.
Well, the fives, they're all tricky, and I guess we'll learn that in the numerology. But the Five of Pentacles is like financial loss, being having no home, being homeless, being cold, being feeling left out and alone. And the Five of Cups is like a loss of what you once fully had, but you're never totally lost because you've got the two cups behind you, but you're so mourning the three cups that you see that are spilled that you don't turn around and take stock, that you're not starting from scratch again.
So
Yeah,
there's
so
that
fives.
element from the cartomancy of stop, halt, and hold with the fives. Like you have to look at the situation first, and then the true meaning of the card can come through more when you treat it as such. In other words, like you might look at it one way in a regretful way, but it might not have as negative a connotation maybe as you might think it has when you look at the image.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
then
Because you do have that more, yeah.
we do have that human condition that whatever mood we're already in, it can steal our resolve to do better, or fall into the pit of despair. It just depends on your mindset at the time, and your determination, and your grit and willpower and ego. um, we're humans, we're complicated, we're not you can't set a train schedule by an individual, because some people like me are fly by the seat of their pants. I'll go to bed at 4 in the morning and I'll get up at 6 in the morning, and then I may have my second nap in by 10 in the morning.
And that makes
So
you kind of summed up the 5 of Wands there with that, because you do
yeah,
talk about the individual and the collective. And it's all, you want to say it's a battle not of the individual, but of some sort of
willpower,
willpower or strength or toward a certain
mindset,
end. But that,
environment, it all plays a role. Let's do the numerology for the fives. Numerology of the fives. In numerology, the number 5 embodies a dynamic and versatile energy representing change, freedom, and adventure. Here's a breakdown of the numerology meaning for the number 5. Change and transformation. 5 is associated with change and transformation, indicating a period of flux and evolution. It suggests that change is inevitable and encourages individuals to embrace it as a natural part of life's journey. Freedom and independence. The number 5 symbolizes freedom and independence, highlighting the desire for autonomy and self-expression. It encourages individuals to assert their individuality and pursue their own path with confidence. Adventure and exploration. 5 embodies the spirit of adventure and exploration, urging individuals to seek out new experiences and opportunities. It encourages a willingness to step outside of one's comfort zone and embrace the unknown. Versatility and adaptability. This number represents versatility and adaptability, suggesting the ability to thrive in diverse situations and handle challenges with ease. It encourages flexibility and openness to new ideas and perspectives. Sensory experience. In numerology, 5 is associated with the 5 senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell, emphasizing the importance of experiencing life fully and engaging with the world around us. Unpredictability and instability. The energy of 5 can also be unpredictable and unstable, indicating a need to stay grounded and maintain balance amidst change. It reminds individuals to remain resilient in the face of uncertainty. Curiosity and innovation. 5 encourages curiosity and innovation, inspiring individuals to think outside the box and explore new possibilities. It suggests a spirit of experimentation and a willingness to challenge the status quo. Overall, the number 5 in numerology represents a dynamic and adventurous energy that encourages individuals to embrace change, assert their independence, and explore the boundless opportunities that life has to offer. So Caber put up a good comment about 5s, and again, we need to be challenged to have those growth opportunities. If if life were smooth sailing, maybe we wouldn't rise to our full potential or realize how strong that we really are. And let's take a look at the symbolism of our five. Symbolism of the Five of Wands. Five Wands. The central focus of the card representing energy, ambition, and action. Figures holding wands. Usually there are five figures depicted on the card, each holding a wand. These figures often engage in some form of conflict or struggle, symbolizing competition, challenges, or disagreements. Clashing wands. The wands held by the figures may appear to clash with each other, representing the clash of ideas, goals, or ambitions. Uneven ground. The ground beneath the figures may be depicted as uneven or rocky, symbolizing the unstable nature of the situation and the need to find balance amidst conflict. Sky or background. The background of the card may vary, but often includes a vibrant sky or dynamic backdrop, emphasizing the energy and intensity of the scene. These symbols collectively convey the theme of the conflict, competition, and struggle present in the Five of Wands card. And those were our symbols that we see on the card. Do you have any other thing to add that might be missed upon the symbology from the card?
I don't. I just wanted to ask those two questions because they've always come up for me. Because whenever it's about conflict, especially, or if it's about the individual or the collective, I can mess up the meaning of the card and take away from it the whole essence or theme of the card, which is about inspiration or motivation or life force. You know what I mean? So, other than that, no.
Hershe, did you find something more to your liking in your references?
So I want to read something. If you are struggling with this card, it is a result of the way that you feel about this card. There is multiple directions to take this card. It is not a single army. This card is much different than the other fives because it hosts a voice that rises against you within your own head. It will question everything from your ethics to your defense mechanisms. It is often as easy as your personal projection, but because you give it so much concern, you cannot move forward because you are spending all of your time defending yourself against yourself.
Oh.
Ouch. All I can tell you is that I just sat here and gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different books. And what I can tell you is that in my own personal opinion, I think this card is fabulous when it comes to working with light and or shadow. If it is about conflict, it is the conflict within yourself, I think, when it comes to this card. Yes, it's wands. Yes, it's firepower. But that doesn't mean that you're not using it against yourself. So if you are not struggling, I don't think that this card represents struggle. I think that it represents an opportunity that you missed, and your chance is going to come back. And you will get a chance to complete it or grow with it. But if you are fighting with yourself and you are conflicted within yourself, the fire that is within us, if we are a dragon or not, the fire as humans within us is literally doing it to ourselves. So in my mind, I take the Three of Swords as the worst card in the fucking deck. And now I'm literally just going to go parallel with it, because if you're in conflict, then this five is definitely out to get you. But if you are not in conflict, then this five solely stands alone to let you know that I think you have an opportunity coming back around, and you should maybe take another look at it.
Wow.
That's a good take on it.
Talk about insight. Wow. That's
And
that's
what reference was that, Hershey?
So I went with the Book of Shadows. I went with the Mystic Tarot. I went with the Prophecy of the Tarot. I went with the Master Astrology Tarot. I even looked at Thoth, and then I looked at the Robin Woods. And I just basically read everything in orange that every single one of everything I just read has in it, and it all comes back to self. It doesn't state any particular situation that the arguing is because of conflict. It's mainly because you can't see it outside of your head. You know, you're not thinking past your nose. So if your energy is matching someone else's energy, hopefully they're not having the conflict that is clashing with you, but it could literally lead to a conflict if two different people aren't in the right mental place, I think.
Yeah, very, very astute
Mhm.
way to look at things.
I agree with Gerald. It's about an energy exchange. I just didn't read that, but I do agree 100%. The more I'm learning it, the more I'm understanding this RWS system, because you guys know I struggle with it because as a shadow reader, I never see these cards the way you do. I see them in a completely different way, like a whole different thing. So, um, this is kind of giving me kind of a little bit of validation because when this card shows up in a read, usually looking at that person in the read. Is this a project or is this personal? And if I see personal, then usually it's probably they're stuck in their own head and they don't even want to acknowledge it. Hershey, do you have the Rachel Pollack 78 degrees? I do not. I've never even heard of it. Send me a link. Let me see if I can add it to my wish list, or check it out for myself. Send me a link, sweetie. Hi, Jeffrey Thompson.
Hi, Jeffrey. Thanks for being here. So it looks like we're going to, make this a quick one and wrap things up a little earlier than usual today. But we're ready for story time, and that means get out your journals and be creative. Either write poetry or write something down or just draw a picture and daydream along while the story goes. Story for the
I don't think I've heard of it.
Wands. Title: Flames of Conflict. Act 1. Ignition. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the city's streets. In the heart of downtown, amidst the towering skyscrapers, a group of ambitious entrepreneurs gathered for a high-stakes business competition. Each one coveted the coveted prize, a lucrative contract with a prestigious company. As the clock struck midnight, the competition began. Teams of 5 arrived with the ambitious ideas and fierce determination, embarked on a whirlwind of creativity and strategy. But as the night progressed, tension simmered beneath the surface, ready to erupt like a dormant volcano. Among the competitors was Sophia, a young and ambitious entrepreneur with a fiery spirit. Leading her team with unwavering confidence, she sought to outshine her rivals and claim victory. But as pressures mounted, cracks began to form within the group. Diverging opinions clashed like thunderbolts, each member vying for their voice to be heard. Sophia struggled to maintain control, her leadership skills put to the test amongst the chaos. Yet, despite the mounting tension, she refused to back down, determined to lead her team to success. Hours passed like fleeting moments, the intensity of the competition escalating with each passing minute. As the clock struck dawn, Sophia and her team found themselves locked in a fierce battle of wills, the flames of conflict threatening to consume them all. But amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged. With determination in her heart and fire in her eyes, Sophia rallied her team. channeling the energy of the Five of Wands card. Together, they forged a path through the flames, united in their quest for victory. Little did they know, the true test of their mettle was yet to come. As the sun rose on a new day, the stage was set for Act 2, Trial by Fire. Act 2, Trial by Fire. As the dawn broke over the city skyline, tension seemed to ease with Sophia's team. The intense rivalry of the night had given way to a newfound sense of camaraderie, as the members realized the futility of their internal strife. With the Five of Wands reversed, a shift in perspective had occurred, paving the way for cooperation and compromise. Sophia, relieved to see her team united once more, led them to the next phase of the competition with renewed vigor. Together, they tackled the challenge that lay ahead, drawing strength from their collective resolve. No longer consumed by ego-driven conflicts, they focused instead on their shared goal, to impress the judges and secure the coveted contract. As the day progressed, Sophia's team faced their fair share of obstacles, from technical glitches to unforeseen setbacks. They encountered challenges that tested their patience and resilience. Yet, each hurdle they overcame, their bond grew stronger, fueled by the spirit of collaboration and mutual support. In the heat of competition, Sophia found herself relying on her team more than ever before. Where she once had shouldered the burden of leadership alone, she now leaned on her teammates for guidance and encouragement. Together, they navigated the twists and turns of the competition, drawing strength from their collective wisdom and experience. As the final hours of the competition approached, Sophia's team stood to the brink of victory. Though they had faced their fair share of challenges, they had emerged stronger and more united than ever before. With the Five of Wands reversed, guiding their path, they transcended the flames of conflicts and emerged victorious, ready to claim their rightful place in the annals of business history. But as Act 2 drew to a close, a shadow loomed on the horizon. For the lurking in the shadows was a rival team, hungry for victory and willing to do whatever it takes to emerge triumphant. With Act 3, the final showdown, looming on the horizon, Sophia and her team knew that their greatest challenge was yet to come. Act 3, the final showdown. As the final moments of the competition ticked away, Sophia and her team found themselves facing their toughest challenge yet. Across the room, their rivals stood tall, their eyes gleaming with determination as they prepared to make their final pitch. With the contract hanging in the balance, Sophia knew that her stakes had never been higher. Drawing on the lessons of the Five of Wands upright, she rallied her team for one last push, channeling their collective energy into a presentation that would leave a lasting impression on the judges. With each word spoken, Sophia poured her heart and soul into the pitch, her passion and conviction shining through with every sentence. Her teammates echoed her sentiments, their voices rising in harmony as they showcased their innovative ideas and unwavering dedication. As the final slide appeared on the screen, the room fell silent, the tension palpable in the air. For a moment, time seemed to stand still as the judges deliberated, their faces unreadable as they weighed the merits of each team's proposal. Then, finally, the verdict was announced. With a unanimous decision, the judges declared Sophia's team the winners of the competition, awarding them the coveted contract and securing their place in the annals of business history. Conclusion. In the aftermath of the competition, Sophia and her team celebrated their hard-fought victory, basking in the glow of their success. As they reflected on their journey, they realized the true power of the Five of Wands upright. Throughout the competition, they had faced countless challenges and obstacles, each one testing their resolve and pushing them to their limits. But through it all, they had remained steadfast in their determination, refusing to let adversity stand in their way. With the spirit of the Five of Wands guiding their path, they had embraced the fires of conflict and emerged stronger and more united than ever before. And in the end, it was their unwavering courage, resilience, and teamwork that propelled them to victory. As they looked to the future, Sophia and her team knew that they would face many more challenges in the days and years to come. But armed with the lessons they had learned and the strength they had gained, they were ready to take on whatever obstacle lay ahead, confident in their ability to overcome them and achieve their dreams. The end.
What? Okay.
Sorry. So it's not all about conflict. If you can get on a team that has different ideas, you can use the combined results of the best of everyone's ideas for the betterment of the whole. So it's not always about conflict, it's about negotiating negotiating compromise and going towards a singular purpose.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Tom.
Now I got into a feedback loop because I was in the studio with my telephone as well.
I gotcha. So we were supposed to write or draw, right?
Anything you wanted to do? Do you have anything to share with us?
Oh no, I don't usually write my poetry and put it online. And I didn't write any poetry, but I wrote down what Miles told me to write. So this is what he told me to write. So the name of the title I'm not supposed to say yet, but hold on. It says, "Standing in vain, they found no gain. Only thing left was pain, never to be the same. Never again stable, but often so labeled, they only found ground to stand together one more time and just be Cain and Abel."
I like that.
Oh,
I don't know where it's going, but yep, there's that. That's what I got. I got Cain and Abel out of the 5 of Wands. Probably so far from left, but I got Cain and Abel. If I'm
hello,
wrong,
Gerald.
somebody correct me. Cain and Abel, like the definition of the 5 of Wands, if I can remember.
Hello,
in
Tom.
history.
And Jeff, do you want to share or
I'll
want
share.
to wait for Substack?
No, I'll do it now. Put your best foot forward. Maybe you need to unwind the creative force, and in this moment, for once, be sober and snap out of the impracticality that you think rules your mind. The life force that crawls through you up into me and that rubs you the wrong way is spontaneous. And the controversy about which goal will get us through this first should not be part of a discussion when all we want is some sort of fusion born out of our diversity. I don't think we know how this ends when passions are seldom united, but our desires to make it better should not be mutually exclusive when our wands incite an eternal flame that's all around to this collective and to the world conducive. That's what I got.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Does anyone in the chat, did they get something that they would like to share? And
No,
then I
but I'll
gotta
have
figure out how to get back to my comments.
I've never thought about putting poetry to cards. My poetry is a bit dark. It's very similar to Jeff's, so I don't share it because it's kind of dark and twisted. But I'm working on one that I've semi-read to Jeff, and he likes it. So whenever I finish it, I will get it mailed out to him. But I just want y'all to know I am learning. Poetry applies, even though I don't know it. Learning it applies. Hey,
Hi, Jackie.
Jackie.
What I like about doing this is when I'm done writing with it, sometimes it'll be about the reversal of the card, or sometimes it'll be about its upright. And then I can go back and edit it later and add to it or take from it, or then write about the opposite side of the card. And I know Care Bear is doing reversals too, but I like to do it that way because then I have the nexus for what I want to write next between the two types of poems, so it helps. That's why I just do it in here free flow. It's so much easier.
Well, I would encourage anybody who's just starting tarot to actually attempt reversals from the very beginning. It is very somewhat daunting of a project to do upright and reversals and know the 78 meanings of the cards. But it does give you the counter meanings that actually provide that balance that the tarot has imbued in it.
So let me understand this. So wands are fire, right? So if wands are fire, which doesn't make sense to me, but that's just me in my brain. But I guess I don't understand. Where are we supposed to see it as conflict outside of our own head and with somebody? How would we make that actual determination? Because even in the spread, the way I see a Five of Wands, I don't usually see it tied to, I guess, how I just wrote Cain and Abel. They were brothers, right? So I guess I'm
humanity. Yeah.
Seeing how this applies to a person other than themselves.
Yeah, it's well, the suit of wands being passions and creativity, and maybe conviction of knowing what you want and how you want to accomplish it.
Yeah, I know a lot of Leos. That would make sense. This would be a Leo card. Miles said this would be a great Leo card. I don't know if it is or not, but
it's all your fire signs.
It would make sense if I started looking at this card as a Leo. Oh my god, I would have to play my twin flame. I don't think that makes it any better. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to study this one for sure.
Okay, I'll summarize the card up. The upright Five of Wands. In the upright position, the Five of Wands represents conflict, competition, and struggle. It signifies a period of challenge where individuals may find themselves amidst heated debates, power struggles, or competition for resources or recognition. However, it also carries the message of growth through adversity, encouraging individuals to embrace their challenges that they face and harness the competitive energy to drive them forward. It suggests the needs to assert oneself confidently while remaining mindful of the diverse perspectives and opinions involved. Ultimately, the upright Five of Wands encourages resilience, determination, and the willingness to overcome obstacles on the path to success. And for our reverse Five of Wands, in the reverse position, the Five of Wands indicates a shift towards resolution, harmony, and cooperation. It suggests that conflicts are being resolved, tensions are easing, and individuals are finding common ground or reaching compromises. There may be a realization that engaging in unnecessary battles only leads to further discord, prompting a desire to seek peaceful resolutions instead. The reverse Five of Wands encourages diplomacy, communication, and the willingness to listen to others' perspectives. It invites individuals to let go of ego-driven conflicts and focus on building harmonious relationships and collaborations. And that's our summary.
So, Hershey, would you see the Five of Wands reversed as compromise? Like, does someone have to, like, if it's an internal thing?
I mean, I guess if you're putting it that way, I would say that reverse would be finding a solution. If this is how I'm supposed to look at it, I would say reverse would be finding the solution, right?
Okay.
Or working towards the solution.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it backwards here.
We're taking out the ego-centric portion of our brain to help find resolution, and that was kind of what I
would be finding that solution,
but not sacrificing your own integrity in the process, right?
Right.
I would say no. I would say that you have made a choice, and now you're standing in that choice, and you are finding a solution. It's not going to be an easy solution, but I think it's doable.
I would say that it's looking at all the options and finding the best one for everyone. It may not be what you think is best, but maybe best for the collective involved.
Okay. I don't know. Struggling. I'm struggling.
And as Care Bear says, it's all depending on the context of the question.
I was too. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Asked.
Okay, so at the beginning, though, we discovered that the five is about the self, right? And for this one, right? It's not necessarily. Wouldn't the Five of Cups kind of go with this? Like, wouldn't they go parallel with this in a way? Then.
Yeah, it would be another personal mindset card.
Okay, that would make sense. Okay.
Well, I want to thank everybody for being here with us while we explored the Five of Wands today. As always, this will be available after we go down. Please come back, like, and subscribe on Jeff's channel if you would. Comment anything that you want to add, any suggestions to make these lessons go better for you, better flow. I accept constructive criticism and gladly welcome it, because every time you comment, it counts as engagement for YouTube. And since this is strictly an ego-based channel, it's not monetary, it's not monetized. Stroke my ego or knock me down a peg or two. I don't mind. So please go back and like on Jeff's channel. And I know that you've got some things coming up, Jeff. what do you have coming up in your near future that you'd like everybody to know about?
Well, we're going to be having 99 ASMR tonight. If you don't know who he is within the poetry community. If you go check out his channel before the stream with Heather tonight, he does tarot and poetry. He happened to stumble on my channel and Heather's channel about the same time.
What's his
You'll
name?
want to check him out. 99 ASMR Tarot, 99 ASMR TAROT, and there's a space between those those 2 words.
Okay.
Yeah, well, 3 words, whatever. And then I don't know about this week, but I am thinking that I might have my friend Lewis on, who does. He hasn't committed to the exact date yet, but he is by trade, he's a scryer, but he's also a warlock. And I wanted to do an interview with him about his upcoming workshops, which are going to be over the internet in July and August. And I know some people might not like this, but I wanted to hear about it. Some Wiccan stuff about casting spells, because I was interested in some of that. Not necessarily bad spells, although we're going to talk about the line that you do cross to get into that. And there is he's been showing me, there's a very, very, very fine line, I guess you'd say, between that. But those are the 2 things I'm working on the most right now. And then from that, I don't know where it's going to go, but I'm going to see. I am too, Tom. I am too.
That does sound interesting for sure.
Yeah, Lewis. I've known Lewis since I was 6.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit.
And tomorrow you have meta messages.
Oh, we're on to me? Yes, I have meta messages tomorrow. Grab my handy dandy calendar. Yes, meta messages tomorrow. I'm off Tuesday. PD is on Wednesday, so the Tarot Lounge and Shadow Work, I'm off Thursday. And then the only thing I've got Friday is Gerald. And then there's another scavenger hunt this Saturday.
Okay.
I'm so excited. And then we're doing rematches or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So thank you both for being with me. Thank you in the chat for being here and participating. And remember, go out. Oh, well, remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be kind to others. And go out and make it a great day. See y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
To all the YouTube